Chris, how important is a win like this to rest players, to get different guys in before you guys head out on the road?
Yeah, taking care of business, taking advantage of a severely depleted team, and just kind of just kept growing the league. That was the challenge at halftime, was to play against our own standard, and guys I thought for the most part did a great job of that all game long.
And did you feel like Ant kind of got back to normal here?
Yeah, absolutely. I thought stepping into a shot, just rising up and taking it. I love the fact that he took 12 of them, just to try to shoot himself back into some rhythm. So, yeah, that was really good to see.
Chris, one of the better Monte games, do you think, just in terms of aggression and just playing in a flow?
Yeah, I think that's definitely a silver lining. With Mike being out today, something that we really hoped for, that Monte would get out there, get some extended minutes, get some run with some different lineups. J-Mac has been playing so well, and some of those lineups have been playing so well that he's been a little hemmed in on some lineup combinations, and I think it's definitely affected him at times. He's been playing great, but just the opportunity hasn't been there. So just getting him out there with different guys, it was good to see. So,
just in terms of his overall fit, what have you learned about how he fits specifically with this group, and how you can kind of deploy him going into the playoffs?
I've said this about other players and good fits around some of our guys, is you need low usage, high impact. Guys that don't need the ball in their hands, but when they do have the ball in their hands, they're always making the right play and being efficient with it. So he plays seamlessly on or off the ball. I like to see him be even a little bit more aggressive when he has his opportunity with the ball at times early in the offense, just to try to get to the heart of the defense. His defense, said this before, I've been really impressed with the physicality at which he guards, being able to stand up guys, particularly bigger guys. He was a huge acquisition for us, and we're going to need him to play like this coming down the stretch for sure. So.
It did seem like every bucket to start the game was assisted. Was that especially maybe the first quarter and a half, really a really strong continuation of what you guys have been doing on that end?
Yeah, for sure. Just continue to move the ball. We knew we'd face different looks. We seem to be switching a little bit better now. I think guys are understand that you defeat it with the pass and the movement rather than just the bounce. Guys are really looking for each other for the most part. Nas was hot, and Ant was, you could see he was being extra aggressive, trying to work through his issues. But other than that, guys were really moving the ball and playing well.
That one of those nights where we're pretty okay with Ant, just kind of trying to work through that shot.
Yeah,
and use
100%.
that as a reason for that.
Yeah, 100%. I thought he stayed within the flow of the game. I thought there were some other plays to be made for him, but I was happy with him being that aggressive tonight for sure, no doubt.
Leonard Miller's been pretty productive in his couple of minutes he's gotten to play this year. What have you seen from his progression from where he was the first day of training camp to today?
Well, like most rookies, his first day of training camp, his head was spinning. Everything's moving fast. He's trying to learn and catch up. And just, once he has an understanding of what we're trying to do, game kind of slows down for him a little bit. So that's definitely different. But what we like about Leonard is just he's fearless. He comes in, he just makes basketball plays, just kind of hooping out there right now. But he can do a little bit of everything. He can play make, he can knock down enough shots. He's got a nose for the ball, both ends of the floor. That's what we loved about him in the draft, and it's held true right now. So we just got to keep polishing him up, and keep getting better with his understanding and everything like that, and kind of figure out who he is best. But the raw materials are certainly pretty intriguing.
A couple of years ago, you decided to diversify a little bit away from the high wall because you needed more looks for the playoffs.
Yeah.
Now, you've got an enormous amount of looks.
Yeah.
Is there a point where you need to start culling to kind of focus in on what you need for the playoffs, or is it?
we've gone through so many different looks as the season's gone along. I don't feel like we have to kind of just force things into the game right now, just for the sake of working on them. But there are things we are continuing to brush up on when we do get those moments to practice. But yeah, I mean, just being able to employ different things, get confidence in that's huge right now. So, but not so much in the games, just for the sake of it. Try to do what the game says.
Is finishing out the regular season that separate from preparing for the playoffs, do you think? I mean, are you taking it one at a time, or is it kind of now blending?
Yeah, I think for us, it's all about playing in our best rhythm, and just we talked about what playing at home court means for us. I think we got a couple games coming up here that are really meaningful. I mean, they're possible playoff opponents. Those teams are fighting for their lives. It's going to be a great test for us. So I think the more that we can go through those things all the way to the end, the better for us.